Alright guys, here is my 2,000 points of Death Guard, and it's going to be Mortarian's Anvil as the play company. We're going to have Mortarian obviously as the Warlord. He's going to have the Warlord trait of Gloaming Bloat. His psychic abilities are going to be Miasma, which is -1 to hit. Curse of the Leper, which is beat the toughness on 7 dice and it suffers a mortal wound. And Gifts of Plague, which extends his contagion ability up to 3 inches with a maximum of 12. Then we will go to my HQs, and we will start with the Lord Discordant. And he is going to have a Plague Reaper. He's also going to have the Relic of the Warp Insect Hive, which comes with the Mortarian's Play Company, Mortarian's Endemic Play Company. He'll also have Virulent Fever, which has 6s do mortal wounds in melee. Now that is a deadly pathogen. And he'll have the Hulking Physique Warlord trait. We'll also have a Tallyman, who I also paid for an extra Warlord trait to give him Tollkeeper, which makes 6s explode in range attacks. We'll have a Malignant Plaguecaster, and his psychic ability is going to be Protrusive Vitality and Gifts of Contagion, which are -1. If this goes off on an enemy, it's -1 to the toughness, or I'm sorry, -1 to the strength. And Protrusive Vitality gives +1 toughness to the friendly. I also have 2 drones, both with flesh mowers, so ignore the Plague Burst Crawlers. I'm sorry, the Plague Spewers. I have 2 units of 15-man Potswalkers. We'll head over to 1 Plague Burst Crawler with heavy stubbers and mortars and entropy cannons. I'll also have a unit of Blightlord Terminators, and I'll have a unit of Death Shroud Terminators. And again, if you guys watch my battle reports, you know that the champion will have the chimes on it, and it'll have the Relic of the Glorious Reaper of Glorious Entropy, and they are equipped with Plague Spears. And the Warlord, or the Champion, can take an extra one now, so I took the extra one for free. And we have a unit of 5-man Plague Marines. One will have a Flail. That is my 2,000 points. I had started with 8 CP. That's my 2,000 points of Death Guard, and now we will head over to Custodes. Alright guys, before we get started, my guest today is Eric, a friend of mine, coming over to bring his Custodes. Let's see what we got going on here, Eric.
Alright, so this is my Custode list. I am Heralds of the Throne is my fighting style. That's the Emperor Imperius. So I have fight first for the entire army, and I always ignore any modifiers to hit and wound. So for my list, I have 3 Virtus Praetors. They all have the salvo launchers. I have 2 squads of Sword and Shield Custodian Guard, and I have a squad of 5 of the Heavy Bolter Guard. I have a Achilles Terminator who has the Eternal Penitent. That's a stratagem. Right. I then, for my characters, have Trajan. He's obviously my Warlord. I have a Blade Champion, and he has the Peerless Warrior Warlord trait, so you cannot reroll the saving throws against him. I have a Alaris Terminator Captain. He has the Praetorian Plate, so the +1 to wound and heroic intervene across the board. And he has the Warlord traits for the Superior Creation, so 5 up, feel no pain, and the Impregnable Mind, so he has a Deny. I have a Vindicator too. So then I have a squad of 5 Sisters. They're just prosecutors with the bolt guns. I have a squad of 5 Alaris Terminators, all with the axes. And then I have a squad of 3 of the Pitherite Spear Guard, so just the Melta Spears.
Nice. And 8 CP, you said?
8 CP is how much I start with.
Alright, awesome. We will be back with the map and the deployment. Alright guys, here we are back on the setup. Let's zoom this out a little bit. So here's the map. As you can see what we got going on here, get a little bit closer. So you guys, basically all these buildings are going to be counted as ruins. As we've said before in a lot of the other battle reports, these are just cover. You can see through them if you want, but you do get the light cover. Everything else is if you're touching, you're getting cover on it. We placed the deployments, and if you ever play Tempest of War, the youngest player, it's in the rules, so I lose this every time. The youngest player gets to place first, so Eric placed that one there. I went ahead and placed this one, and then Eric placed that. I placed this, and then he placed that one in the middle. And as far as the deployment setup, is essentially just put everything here, my pts walkers, here to kind of move up the board to get okay. And then so I placed Mortarian in this building. He can still be shot. I mean, if you can see him, you can shoot him. Essentially, is what Mortarian goes. So even though here he's got some guys behind in that little building, they can still shoot Mortarian because he's over the wound count. Sets my Death Shroud up along with the Foul Blight Spawn. Guys, I forgot to go over the Foul Blight Spawn. So Foul Blight Spawn does have Revolting Stench Vats, and he also has Viscous Death as the deadly pathogen, which allows him to reroll the number of shots. So that's what we got going on here. I have these guys back here just kind of holding this objective with the Plague Burst Crawler and the Tallyman. And then on this other flank, we have both of the Plague Drones. And that was kind of how I set up the deployment. Let's go over see what Eric did. Go ahead, dude.
So I put my Pithorite Spears over there just outside. That way they can't be shot at immediately. I got over here my Blade Champion with the 3 Shield Guard and the Terminator. My sisters are back holding the objectives like they usually do. I've got Trajan backing up the Sagittarium Guard. Over here I have my Terminator with the Praetorian Plate, followed by 3 more Guard. I have my Virtus Praetors here right at the very end, and my Vindicare Assassin right behind him.
All right, and so we already rolled off, and I won the roll off. It was a big roll off. I rolled a 2, he rolled a 1. So we will go over the mission. So right now we're going to play here as the deployment. As you saw, it is Hammer and Anvil. So we set it up this way. With the mission rules were delayed reserve. So basically, up into the 3rd battle round, we have to roll a dice. And on a 3+, that our reserves come in. And then we have priority targets, which if I can get closer, it's basically you give 5 points for controlling 1 or more objectives. You get 5 points for controlling more than your opponent. And at the end of the game, you get 5 points. So that's where we are there. And now we will start the game. I will draw my 3 cards, I'm sorry. All right, so behind enemy lines, which is a tough one to do right now. We also have extend the battlegrounds. See if I can do this in the first battle round. Yeah, if you only control, man, I can't read this without my glasses, guys, here.
The secondary mission is achieved at the end of your turn if you control the objective marker in your own deployment zone and you also control 1 or more objective markers in no man's land.
Okay, so that's pretty easy. And bring it down is basically I have to kill more units. No, it's the one with the highest wound count. What models has your highest wound count?
Highest wound count then is my Dreadnought.
The Dreadnought?
9 wounds.
All right, so let me do this. I'm going to roll for a Tallyman and a 7-up. He gets 1, and I did not get 1. I do go up to 9 CP. I'm going to, I think I'm going to expend 1 and get rid of behind enemy lines. And overwhelming firepower, which is just as bad. Kill 3 units and range attack. So that's my cards. I will be back after my movement phase. Alright guys, so after my movement phase, so basically I just pushed up a little bit on this flank. I advanced the Potswalkers here. I rolled a 1 twice, which is annoying. So I had to bring Mortarian out. I mean, I guess I didn't have to, but I brought Mortarian out to cover this objective. I advanced him. Because of his ignoring any hit modifiers, miasma is not going to make a difference in this game against Mortarian. So I tried to extend his contagion range, and I failed it. Just moved everything up a little bit more so I can just kind of stage everything, grab that objective with both my plague drones, Grab that objective with Mortarian and grab this objective with my Podswalkers. Now we will go to the shooting phase, and I will have my mortars here go to the sisters. I'll shoot these sisters, and I'm going to spend. Don't really want to spend it. I'm not going to kill them. I might spend it just to do splash damage. Anything within 3 inches, which will hit Trajan. And I don't know if it would hit your shield guy.
So you'll hit Trajan and the.
So it may not be worth it, guys, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to spend the 6 CP, and we're going to use Disgusting Force. Spend 1 CP, go down to 6. Use Disgusting Force. So number of shots, which is going to be 4. I'll keep that. Hitting on 4s now because of the new rule. And that was absolutely brutal. And then, so I only hit 1 of those. So you'll take splash damage on a 4 up on those. 1, strength 8, toughness 3. So 2s. So it's going to do 3 damage to one of your sisters. Okay. -1 now because of the new rule.
-1, so yeah. I get a 4 up. I take it.
All right, so
kills a sister.
Kills a sister, and then a 4 on Trajan. Nope. And then on your blade guy, just 1.
Just 1. Then I believe he has 5 left.
All right. So I believe that is my turn.
All right.
So I will score. Extend battle line for 5, and I'm going to get rid of both Bring It Down and Overwhelming Firepower. I'm going to discard both of these, and then we will be back after Eric's turn. After Eric's movement turn. Actually, pick your cards first.
All right.
Please, if you
so
don't mind.
I have Raise the Banners,
which is pretty simple.
I have Storm Hostile Objective, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
And then I have Bring It Down.
And that is Mortarian.
Yep. All right. So for my kata, I'm going to be in Callistus. So I'm going to advance and shoot with no penalty across the board.
Okay. And are you keeping all these?
Yep, going to keep all those.
Okay, guys. If you're not familiar with Tempest of War, Raise the Banners is not like the other one. He can just run up there with a infantry unit, and take the banners and just raise it. Even though I'm still on it. So just to kind of give everybody that heads up. And we will be back after Eric's movement phase. All right, guys, we are back after Eric's movement phase. I'll let him go over what he did.
All right, so I did not advance my Virtus Praetors. That way they can charge. I advanced pretty much everyone over here except them. So that's the Shield Captain with the Praetorian Plate, the squad of 3 Sword and Shields, the Sagittarium, Trajan. I just moved the Vindicator back there. I did not move them back there. They're just going to raise a banner.
Okay. And 5 automatic points.
And then...
Wait, does it have to be in no man's zone? No man's...
Yes, it does. So no, they're not going to do that. They're just not going to do anything. I advanced over here, everyone except my Dreadnought advance. So that's the Melta Spears, the other squad of 3 Sword and Shields, and the Blade Champion. So now we're going to move on to shooting.
Do you want to raise the banner with one of those dudes?
Well, can you advance and raise a banner? I don't.
Oh, no, you cannot.
So, and I don't have any infantry that didn't advance on here.
Okay.
I didn't have enough movement, so.
All right, gotcha.
On to shooting.
All right.
So first, I'm going to shoot this squad of 3 Sword and Shields into this bloat drone right here.
Okay.
So that's going to be 6 attacks, hitting on 2s and wounding on 5s.
All right.
So hitting on 2s, I reroll 1s because I'm right next to Trajan. All hit. And then wounding on 5s, rerolling 1s because I'm right next to Trajan. So that is 1 at -1. So
-1, so it'd actually be 3 up because armor contempt. Good.
All right. Next.
Yes, guys. Blow drone's got armor contempt as well.
I'm going to shoot the Shield Captain's Spear into the same blood drone.
Okay.
So that one. So this one's going to hit on 2s and wound on 5s again. 1 misses.
Does that reroll?
No, because he's a character.
Okay.
And then 5. So 1 at -2.
-2, so
Oh, -1, sorry.
-1, so it's going to be 3s. He'll take it. Damage.
2.
2 down to 1. And he's got 8 left, if you don't mind putting that 8 next to him.
Alright. I'm going to shoot Trajan's Spear into the same guy. So this is going to be 2 shots. Hitting on 2s, wounding, rerolling the hit roll, and wounding on 5s. -1. So both hit. No wounds. Alright. Now the... Let me check if they're in range. I believe they are. No, they're not. So I'm going to shoot those 3 spears into Mortarian.
Okay.
So this is the Pitherite Spear. So 3 shots, hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s. 2 wounds, and then 4s. 1 at -4.
-4 down to 4 up because it's Mortarian. Takes it. Damage.
It is D6. So 4 wounds.
Okay, so 5 ups. And he'll take 1.
Alrighty.
So he's going to go down to 17.
Moving on to my Sagittarian Guard. They are going to put everything into Mortarian. They do not take the -1 because I of my shield host.
So guys, if you haven't seen Mortarian, for those who are new, Death Guard reduces damage by 1. Mortarian has a 4-up invuln. He rolled 4. He got a 4 on the dice as far as damage. I rolled 3 dice. He also has a 5-up. Feel no pain. So I passed 2 of those, and he took 1 wound that way. I know we did the dice pretty quick without saying anything, but that's how that worked.
So I'm going to shoot both profiles. I'm going to start with the volley profile. So this is 15 shots because it's 3 apiece. And it's going to hit on 2s and wound on 5s because it's strength 5. And I'm re-rolling 1s to hit and wound for Trajan because I'm not in my asthma range yet. So these missed. So all of them hit.
That's pretty nice.
And then 5s. Re-rolling 1s. So that ends up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at -1. So
5 3-ups. And take 3 of them. Damage.
they are going to be 2 apiece.
So down to 1. So 5s. So he'll take 2 more.
All right. Now
I'm down to 15.
Now I'm going to roll the bolt version. So this is 1 shot apiece. So 5 shots, hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s, re-rolling 1s. So all hit. And that's 4 wounds at -3.
4 wounds at -3, so 4 you said, right?
Yep.
So 4 ups. So he'll take 3 of them. Damage.
3 apiece.
So down to 2. So it's going to be 6. And he'll take 5 more.
Okay.
To bringing him down to 10.
All right. Now I'm going to shoot my Virtus Praetors into Mortarian. So
All
3
right.
shots, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s, wounding on 4s, re-rolling 1s.
Can be deadly from Mortarian.
So all hit, and then 4s. And 1 wound, -4.
Saved it.
All right. Now I'm on to my Terminator over there. He is going to shoot everything into Mortarian. Well, no, he's going to split fire, actually. He's going to put his spear in the Mortarian, and he's going to put his bolters. He has 2 Lastrum bolters, so that'll be 4 shots apiece.
Okay.
Going into the Poxwalkers.
All right.
So first I'll do the spear. He doesn't get rerolls because there's no captain around there. So hitting on 2 still, though. So,
Yeah, not being able to do my asthma is pretty nice.
and then strength 8, so wounding on 4s. So 1 at -2.
Good.
All right, now the bolters into the Poxwalkers. So hitting on 2s. So that is 7 hit, and then wounding, it's strength 4.
So these guys are now toughness 5.
So it's going to be wounding on 5s. 1.
Damage?
It is 1.
6 up. 6 up. Nope. 1 dies.
Alright. Then the spears, the swords over there. I want to check to see if they're in range. I think they are.
These guys right here?
Yep. 12 inches, so they're going to be able to shoot the poxwalkers.
Or these guys right here?
These guys.
Okay. Did these guys shoot already?
Yep.
Okay.
So the poxwalkers, they're going to shoot. My other sword and shields are going to shoot the poxwalkers. So it's another 6 shots, hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s. So first hitting on 2s. Lost 2 shots. And then wounding on 5s. So that is nothing.
0.
Alright.
How durable these Poxwalkers are.
On to charges.
The Vindicare.
Oh yeah, my Vindicare. So the Vindicare is going to target this
Okay.
guy.
Malignant Plaguecaster.
Yep, so he hits on 2s. And then, because he's infantry, he's going to wound on 2s. So 6. I want. Alright.
So,
Well, it was a 6.
yeah, still hitting.
And then
We were just checking a rule, guys. Actually, I was questioning whether or not the Vindicare, after he moves, if he still wounds infantry on 2s. It's if he moves, it's a heavy weapon. He still takes the -1.
So,
But he rolled a 6, so it didn't matter.
Yeah. Then 2s. So this increases the damage because he's a Vindicare, so it's now D6. You cannot take an invul,
Right.
and it's -3.
-3. Doesn't he don't? It's not D6.
It is D6, but you get AP first. You have your.
Oh yeah, for this. So it's -3. So it's a 6 up. Actually, it's 3 -1 because of the armor contempt. So he's good.
All right. And then
Making it down to 2. So guys, so you know, -3. He's got a 3 up save. Armor contempt goes down to takes him down to -1. Subtracts -1 AP, making it -2. So he saves on a 5. That's what that was all about.
all right. On to charges. So first, I'm going to charge both of these bloat drones with these Virtus Praetors.
Okay,
So
he's in.
cocked, but yeah.
He's still in.
So 10 inches, more than enough. And then, will you measure from the dreadnought to those poxwalkers?
Oh yeah, for sure. You need looks like an 8. 8 would get you there.
So I'll roll for that. He does have rerolls for the Eternal Penitent. 7, so reroll. Nope, he does not make it.
All right.
Okay.
And we'll just go right into the fight phase, man. Unless you have to
Nope.
take a pause for something.
So I'm going to put 10 attacks into the wounded one, and I'm going to put 5 into the one that is not wounded yet.
Okay.
So first, I do get the rolling all ones because I'm close enough to Trajan to get that.
Okay. Say that one more time, Eric.
So 10 attacks are going into the wounded bloat drone. And then 5 attacks are going to go into the unwounded one.
Okay.
I'm going to hit on 2s and wound on 3s because it's strength 7 to toughness 7, and I get +1 the wound on the charge.
Okay.
I'm going to re-roll hit rolls and wound rolls of 1 because I'm within range of Trajan.
Okay.
So first into the wounded one. Re-rolling 1s. All hit. And then wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Pretty nice.
Yep. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at -3.
8 at -3.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be 5s.
Okay.
And we'll take. We'll save. I don't think I rolled enough dice. We'll take 7 of them. Damage.
So it's 2 damage piece.
So 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Going down to 1. So that's going to take him down to 2. And go ahead, keep going.
Then my 5 attacks going into the other bloat drone. So hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s again. All hit. And then 3s. All wound. Add,
5 of them.
Yep.
5, add 5 ups. So take 3 of them.
2 damage apiece.
2 damage each, so it reduced down to, excuse me, reduces down to 3. Do I have a, yeah, it's got 6. He's got 6 left.
Alright.
Alright, so I will attack back. 12 attacks for each one. Because the flesh mowers. Hitting on 3s. No rerolls, that was horrible. And wounding on, I believe it's going to be 3s. Rerolling 2 these ones for plague weapons. So these miss. So it's 4 at minus, excuse me, -2.
4 minus 2. I have my 4 up.
And 2 damage each.
So it kills 1.
All right, and the next drill. Threes. And then 3s again. So we have 6 at -2.
So 4 is up again. I'm going to spend a command point to reroll.
Okay.
So that will kill another one.
All right. That was pretty productive on my turn. And what'd you get?
So overall, I did get Storm Hostile Objective because I do have some OBSEC here.
Yep.
I did not get Bring It Down, and I did not get Raise the Banner.
Okay. Would you like to discard any of those?
I think I'm going to discard Raise the Banner.
Okay. Making a bold selection, man. Raising, not taking on Raise the Banner. I like it. All right. So you did get 5 points on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I will score on this. I will have 10 points because I do hold more than you. And I do hold more. I hold 1 and I hold more. So I will get 10 points. And we will be back after the score. Before I come back, or before I show the score, I'm going to get Blood and Guts. I'm going to get Investigate Sites and Aerial Denial. Not any of them aren't that good. Let's see. Roll for the Talon Man for this round, and he does not get one. I do go up to 6 CP. I'm sorry, I go up to 8 CP because I was at 7. So Aerial Denial is basically I have to be in the middle of the battlefield, and you got to stay outside of 12. Investigate Sites is another thing in the middle of the battlefield, which let's see, Investigate Sites is 1 unit from your army can start this, perform this action at the end of your movement phase. If it is within 6 inches of the center of the battlefield, this action is completed at the end of your turn, provided that the attempting is still wholly within 6 to the center. Interesting. So I might be able to do that one. Maybe. At the end of my turn. And Blood and Guts is just kill 3 units in melee. So now we will be back after my movement phase. All right, guys. After my movement phase, so I just moved the Potswalkers up here. I moved the Death Shroud Terminators up here, the Blight Spawn, and the Malignant Playcaster. Moved Mortarian here to get a charge off on this Dread or a Terminator. I think it's a Terminator. Dreadnought. Terminator Dread. What is it?
It's an Achilles Dreadnought.
Achilles Dreadnought. Yeah, it's not even a Terminator. I don't know what I'm thinking. I moved my Potswalkers up here to get a charge off here. Moved these guys here to cover that objective. I actually moved my my tank over so I can get some shots on some other stuff. Kept all the drones in combat. And then I dropped I did roll the 3, and I was able to bring in my Lord Contagion, and he's going to try to get a nice charge off there. And in the psychic phase, we got Gifts of Contagion off, so that unit there is going to be -1 to the toughness. That's why I rolled the 6. So -1 to the strength, I believe. And I did get Putrescent Vitality off on the Death Shroud Terminators. And I did get Curse of the Leper off on these guys there. and it took one mortal wound, and I got smite. I perilled and took mortal wound on smite. So on the peril. So all right, that is what I got. So let's go into shooting. So I'm gonna spend 1 CP, and I'm gonna extend the plague burst. Or I'm sorry, the blade spewer from my blade spawn. I'm gonna extend that 6 inches, and that's going to be able to hit this guy there. So number of shots, which is going to be 2, and because of viscous death, I can re-roll that, which is going to be 4. So we have strength is now 8 to toughness 5.
Yep.
So we need 3s. Re-roll the 1 because it's a plague weapon. So we got 2 at -3.
2 -3. He has a 4-up. I take 1, save 1.
2 damage each.
2 damage each. So one guy has 1 wound left. So I'm going to put it back here.
All right. So I'm going to, because that's all one squad right there, correct?
Those 3 are 1 squad. Captain, Trajan.
Okay.
Squad.
So I'm going to take my plague spewers from these guys here, and I'm going to. I only got 2 in range. The captain has 2 of them, or the champion. So number of shots, that's pretty good. And they're strength 3, so I'm going to be on 5s. That was actually pretty good. So we have 6 at no minus.
6 at no minus, so 2 up.
They're flammers, essentially.
I take
1 damage.
1 damage, so that will off this guy in the back.
All right. So what we're going to do now is take Mortarian's Lantern, and we're going to put it into the Dread. Hits on 2s. Re-rolling for himself. Hits, and then it's going to be strength 8, toughness
7.
So 3s. So that's 1 at -3.
-3. He has a 5-up invuln. I take it. Damage.
3 damage.
3 damage. He has a 6-up feel no pain. Well, so he saves 1, takes 2.
All right. Doesn't he reduce or no? Does he reduce?
He does reduce. So I should have, but I didn't. So he take 2.
All right. So we have these guys here are going to put everything they have into this squad there. So yeah, because they're in cover no matter what. So we have one of the we have 1 plague spewer that hits, and then it's wounding on 4s because you're strength 5, correct?
Yep. I'll tap this back.
So that's 1. Guys, it's actually strength 6, so that 3 did wound. So -2.
So 4 ups. Take 1, save 1.
And it is damage 2.
So that gets rid of this guy in the back who was wounded.
And then the rest of them. So we have 3 more, or 4 more, I should say. Because they got bolters. So we're hitting on 3s. And it's dumb like I did. I did not have the tally man next to him, which would make those 6s explode. And then strength 5, toughness. I'm sorry, strength 4, toughness 5. So 5s. So we have just 2.
AP?
No minus.
So 2 ups. Save him.
All right. So now we're going to take my mortars into the sisters. We're going to take everything, the entropy cannons and the heavy stubbers, into that unit I've been shooting at. So number of shots from the mortars, 6. And then hitting on 4s. So we have 4 at -1 because of the minus now.
So 4 up. I take 1.
And it's 2 damage.
So it takes out 1 of the sisters.
Entropy cannons into that 1 unit. Both hit. And strength 8, so it's 3s. So I'm going to re-roll this. Nah, it's still. So just 1.
Into
into this unit here.
Okay.
-4.
So 4 up. I'm going to re-roll that.
All right.
Nope.
D3 +3. So I think it just kills one, right?
Yep.
And then the heavy stubbers. Misses 3 of them. Strength 5, toughness 5. So misses. All right. So that would be it for that. Let's go to charging. So we're going to charge these Potswalkers here. And that is going to be good. So I'll do that after we're going to charge Mortarian into that dread. And he's in with the 10. We're going to charge these guys here into that with the unit that I think it was the first unit. Let's go into both of those units, I think.
Both. So right there?
Yeah. You know, I don't think I can do that. Because I think do I need an 8 for both of them?
Yeah. You need an 8 for both of them.
So we're going to do...
I'm going to Overwatch with my...
No, we'll just... Actually, don't say nothing. We're just going to go into here. There's only 2 left, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm only going to go into that because I need to kill 3 units. And I did not get it. Do I want to re-roll that? Let's do it. So I got a 6.
Just him is a 7, so...
Alright, that's in with a 9.
Alright.
And I think... Oh, my Lord Discordant. Our Lord Contagion. That's not Lord... That's back here. And he's in with 12. Alright, I'll move all this stuff and be back. Alright, guys. After I moved everything here, moved everything in, I'm just going to start with Mortarian into the Dreadnought. He did, however, heroic intervene with his blade guy. I forget what the thing is called, but his blade champion. And he interrupted with... Where's the guy that you heroicked over the... Oh, brought this guy over with the heroic that he can move him all the way across the board. And 6-inch heroic with Trajan. And if you guys have played Custodes, you know that they got a lot of abilities to interrupt the fight. So, but I knew that was going to happen. So I'm going to fight Mortarian first into the Dreadnought. And we're going to do his 6 attacks. So 6 attacks going into the Dreadnought. Hitting on 2s. Hits everything. And then wounding on 2s. And wounds everything. So that's 6 at minus... 6 at minus...
A lot.
4.
So I get my 5 up. How much damage does this do?
D3 +3.
D3 +3. I'm going to spend 1 to reroll.
Okay.
So I take 4.
4. So does he die with 12 wounds or do I have to reroll?
You don't have to. Well, actually it does because I do have feel no pain.
Yeah, so. That's pretty good. That's actually bad. So
4?
So that's going to be...
Well, I minus 1, so 3.
Yeah, so...
3.
Let me think if I want to re-roll one of these. So you're going to have 8. You're going to have essentially 8 damage. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage. And what's he at?
He has 7 wounds left.
I'm going to leave it.
Alright. 6 up, feel no pain. I got to save 8 of them.
Dude.
1, 2, 3, not enough.
Does he blow up?
I don't remember. Does he even explode?
I don't know if dreadnoughts explode. I don't know if those dreadnoughts explode.
Yeah, because he's only got 9 wounds, so
okay.
He does explode on a 6.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Nope.
Does he explode? All right. So who would you like to fight first? Now, so guys, this is how this is going to work because his army as a whole fights first in the fight phase. So now, essentially, a fight first is a free interrupt. So I fought here, so now with his fight first ability across the board, he gets to choose where he wants to fight next.
I'm going to fight with Trajan next.
Okay, into the Death Shroud?
Yep. So he's going to get 6 attacks, hitting on 2s. It's strength 10, so wounding on 3s, I believe.
Wounding on 3s, yep.
So I reroll just innately the hit roll.
Yeah, so Yeah, wounding on 3s because they're also
Strength. They're toughness 6. Right?
toughness 6 now. Yep.
All right. Then 2s. Rerolling the hit roll. All hit, and then 3s. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 at -3.
-3, so it's 4 ups for Terminators. And I'll save 2 of them. Damage?
It is 3 apiece, down to 2.
Down to 2, so one guy's going to die. And we'll take this guy off. Alright, so I'm going to swing back with those Terminators before you get another attack. And I'm going to go into... man, now bringing Trajan in there changed that game a little bit. How many wounds does he have?
He has 8 wounds. He also has a 5-up feel no pain.
Okay, and his normal armor save of 2?
Yep, normal armor save 2.
No invuln?
He does have an invuln of 4.
4. Alright, let's go into Trajan. So let's pile in, let's pile this guy closer to Trajan. Alright, I'm going to swing with the Glorious Reaper of Entropy first. So 5 attacks from the champion going into Trajan. Glorious Reaper of Entropy, 6s are going to do mortals. He hits on 2s. And that was horrible. I'm going to spend 1 to CP this. Alright, so that's 3 of them. And I'm going to go down to 3 CP. How you can roll 3 1s right there is insane. And then Strength 8, Toughness 5.
Yep.
And going down to 4s because of containment range. So 2s. Reroll the 1 because of Plague Weapon. So that's 3 at -3. 3 damage each.
So 4 up. I save 2. I take 1.
Okay.
So.
3 damage. And then the other one. I didn't roll any mortals in that, did I?
No.
Okay.
You didn't roll any 6s. I didn't think.
Right. No, I didn't. I don't remember if I did. So then the other guy going into him as well. He's hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 2s. So that 6 doesn't count as it. So it's just 2 at -3.
4 up. I save them both. Also, I need to roll that feel no pain. So I really take 2 over there.
Okay.
So I have 6 wounds left.
All right. Would you like to?
Yeah.
2 again.
So I have to spend a CP here, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I'll spend 1 CP, so I'm down to 4. Do I get it back for Trajan? Nope. To interrupt with my champion back there, the captain. So I'm going to get 6 attacks.
I'm actually second guessing this whole decision right there. I know, guys. In the comments, you can put it down. I should have went into it because Trajan already fought, so I should have went into your Blade Guard vets or whatever the guys are, your Shield Guards.
I'm gonna hit on 2s. I don't have any rerolls, and I'm going to wound.
That's going in here.
Yep. And it's strength 8, so I believe I wound on 3s.
Yes.
So hitting on 2s, and then 3s. So
4.
that is 4 at -2.
4 at -2. It's going to be down to this -2, so it's still 4s. And he's going to take 3.
It's 2 damage piece.
So.
And then his Miser Concordia.
He's going to be down to 4 because he's
hits with a 3, and then this one needs a 5. Does not wound.
Okay. So what's yet to fight? Those guys, Passwalkers. I'm not worried about the sisters in him. I'm gonna actually spend the CP. Let me get all this ready. All right, guys. So I'm gonna fight here. I'm gonna spend 1 CP, taking me down to 2. I'm gonna use Mutant Strand. So 6s are going to do mortal wounds to his guys, and 1s are gonna do mortal wounds to me. Eric, I'm gonna ask you to hold the camera. I only have 24 dice right here, so I'm gonna roll 4 of these twice. All right, so we're going to take out the misses and missing on 3s. That's pretty good. So 3s miss. I hit on 4s. All right, so all those hit. And we're going to do... That's a lot of mortal wounds, dude. And I took 3 mortal wounds myself. So we have, looks like 9 mortals. You Get those set aside. 9 mortal wounds, and then it's going to be strength, toughness 4 to strength.
Toughness.
No, strength 3, toughness 5.
5.
So down to 4, so 5. Yeah, so we're only gonna. So we have 6 plus. So 6 for regulars, whatever your AP is.
So 2. So I take 1. So
okay, and then 9 mortal wounds on your 6 ups, right? Or
yes,
5 ups or whatever.
6 ups. So I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then plus 1 for that. That will wipe them.
All right, and here's my 3. I need 6s, and 3 of my guys will die. But I will take that trade every single day. And then we'll just consolidate closer to these guys here.
All right.
All right, so any more interrupts for you, sir?
Nope.
All right, so this guy will fight. So I killed that unit. I killed that unit. I killed this unit. I didn't kill this unit yet. Hopefully I killed that unit.
Yeah.
Which will give me 5 points. So I'm going to actually go here into the sisters. So he has. All right, guys. 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 2s. 6s are going to do mortals. And it's a plague weapon. So we have 1 mortal wound and 3 -3s.
So I take the mortal wound and then the 3 -3, so that's going to kill 1. And then these are 6s. Alright, that'll wipe that unit.
Alright, that'll wipe that unit. And then I believe it is your fight there with the.
So I get the fight here. I have my fight with the.
Right there first. Because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 5 attacks, gonna go into the more wounded one with 2 wounds left. I get the reroll hitting wounds because Trajan's right there.
Yep.
So hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, and then I did not charge this time, so wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s. All right, so 2 at -3.
-3.
Yep.
Goes on to -2. So we need 5. Takes 1 damage.
2.
That kills him. Does he blow up on a 4?
Does he have damage reduction?
Yeah, but I miss 2 of them.
You missed 1.
Yeah.
So it only does 1 damage.
Yeah, you're right. So he does not blow up.
Nope.
All right, so my turn now. I will fight with that drone that you hurt. 12 attacks. If anything, we do a lot of this. Our fight first and stuff on this channel is pretty educational. Hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 3s. Rerolling these 1s because of plague weapons. So that's going to be 6, 10. Dude, I'm rolling 6s like crazy.
So 10 wounds.
That means nothing on this one, but.
So I'm going to need 4s. So I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 2 wounds piece, right?
Yeah.
So he's dead.
All right, and I will just. You know what? Oh, no, I can't get there. I'm going to be here. All right, that's good. Now you can fight.
All right. So
Anywhere you want, sir.
I'll fight these 2 guards right here. They're just gonna move in a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm going to get 6 attacks.
All right.
And then 2 Misconcordias, which I'll roll after. So they're gonna hit on 2s and strength 6, but You -1 to my strength, right?
I'm -1 to your toughness, but I'm +1 strength, so...
So 4s because it's +1. So hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s. So that's 2. Well, 3 at -3.
3 at -3, so it's going to be 5s again. Takes them all.
It's 2 wounds piece down to 1.
It's 4s. You're going to my Terminators, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 4s. I'm good.
Okay.
That's 4 involved.
Then the
for whatever I was thinking, my drone.
Okay. The Miser Concordias then, so hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s here. So hits. 1 wound.
In
-2.
So -2.
Yep.
That takes it. Damage.
1.
1. All right, so he's down to 2. Anybody but my champion.
Alrighty, then.
You have this guy going into Mortarian.
Trying to think about which profile to use. I'm thinking I'm going to use the Hyrcanus, so that will be 12 attacks.
Okay. Making Mortarian roll dice.
Hitting on 2s, this one will wound him on 5s.
Okay.
So hitting on 2s, he does not get any rerolls. No 6s, which is 6 is the wound do mortal wounds for Peerless Warrior.
Okay. No 6s.
And 5, so that's 1, 2, 3 at -1.
-1, so we're going to be at 4s. And he'll take 2 damage.
1 apiece.
6s. Takes 1.
Alright.
Down to 8. And then, what else?
And then that's it.
All right. So,
well, actually, Trajan's gonna fight again.
Fight again? All right.
Yep, Trajan's gonna go into them again.
All right, is that CP or no?
No, that's just his movement shackle, so I can't do it again.
Oh, I got you.
Yep. So hitting on 2s, re-rolling.
Nice.
Wounding on 3s, re-rolling.
Okay.
So all hit.
That's going to be this fight right here, guys. Again, Trajan. Who's a beast.
Mm-hmm. And then 3s, no re-rolls. So that is 3 at -3.
3 4-ups. Takes both of them. Damage?
You need 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, 2 of them. Damage?
It is 3, so down to 2.
So that's going to kill 1, and that's going to put the champion at 1. So whatever one doesn't have the chimes. All right, yeah, so that's the champion. He's at 1. Thank you, sir. And at the end of my turn, I did score Blood and Guts for 5.
Yep.
I did not. I'm going to get rid of Aerial Denial. And I'm going to get, well, let's see. Do I have to perform this action? Did I keep you away from... No, I didn't. You're still... Yeah, I'm going to get rid of Aerial Denial and Investigate Sites. So that would be it for that. Want to draw your cards?
Yep, so I just...
Did you want to get rid of those two? Oh, you got rid of banners. That's right.
So draw 1. So I have Extend Battle Lines. So if you... This secondary mission is achieved at the end of your own turn if you control more objective markers in your own deployment zone and also control 1 or more objective markers in no man's land. Alright. And then for my next kata, I'm going to move on. I'm going to have Decorai. So I'm going to use I can choose to take an extra attack at... It has to be 1 damage though.
Okay. So what do you have, OBSEC over here?
I have these 2 guys are OBSEC, and all of them count as 2 models.
Yep, so you'll have that one, and you'll have...
I have this one. He doesn't have OBSEC, but it counts as 2 models.
Okay. All right. So we will be back after this score. After the score. All right, guys, we are back. Let's see what Eric did so far.
So I moved my Sagittarium guard up a little bit because these 2 guardsmen... These 2 guard killed themselves out of combat. They just moved up a bit closer. I kept my assassin stationary. I moved up the guardsman by Mortarian just a little closer, and then I brought down on a 4-up my Terminators back here, 9 inches away from these Plague Marines.
All right.
So then we're going to move on to shooting. So first I will start with my Assassin. My Assassin is going to fire into this character.
Follow blade one.
Yep, so because I didn't move, hit on 2s
Yep.
and wound on 2s. So I hit, and then I wound.
Minus 3, so it's going to be -2, so it's a 5-up. Nope, takes damage.
It takes D3, so that is 3.
All right, reduces down to 2. And then headshot.
Yep, so 3 up.
Takes another one.
And then 4. Yep.
Kills him.
Alright. I'm going to spend a command point to double shoot with him, so he's going to shoot into those Terminators.
All right.
So hitting on 2 and then wounding on 2.
All right.
Hits. And it wounds.
All right.
So -3.
So no invuln, so it's going to be 5-up. Nope.
So D3 damage. Takes 2.
One's got 1 left.
And then
reduces it. One's down to 2 left. Or 2 left, I mean.
Alright, and then it does get headshot, so
yep.
3. Wounds.
On the 1.
4. Nothing.
All right, so 1 has 1 left.
Alright. On to shooting. So these Terminators are gonna shoot their grenade launchers, and they're gonna shoot their grenade launchers into these Poxwalkers.
Okay.
And they're gonna shoot their spears into this character.
Okay.
So first,
they won't be able to shoot this character.
no, they. Oh yeah, he's character.
Yeah, he's character.
So spears are gonna go into the Terminators over there.
Okay.
So first, I will shoot the grenade launchers, hitting on 2s and then wounding on 3s. No rerolls. I did not roll the amount just because I automatically get the maximum amount because he has such a large unit.
Mm-hmm.
So then the wound on 3s. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at -3. 1 damage piece.
1 damage each. All right, so 6 up final paints. So I'll lose 3 of them.
All right. Then the spears into the Terminators. So these are going to hit on 2s and wound on 5s. So I got 4 hits and then 5s. 1 wound at -1.
-1, so it's going to be 2 up save. Good.
All right. These guys are going to shoot both their profiles into the Terminators. Well, let me measure that real quick. Yeah, they're going to shoot both their profiles into the Terminators. Okay. So first, I'm going to shoot the the volley profile. So this is 15 shots. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s, wounding on strength 5, so 4s, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Re-rolling 1s for training. Alright, so 14 hit. And then 4s. Re-rolling 1s. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just at -1, so -0.
All right, so 2 up. And it will kill the 1 and put a wound on the other one.
All right.
So kills 1. And then this one goes down to 2.
Now the bolt profile. So 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s. Rerolling 1s for Trajan. So 4 hits, and then 4s. So that is 3 at -3.
3 at -3.
Yep.
So it's going to be 4 ups. And they're good.
Alright. These 2 are going to shoot this blight drone that's wounded.
Did they drop out of cover? Oh no, I pulled them up.
Yep. Pulling out of combat so they can still shoot.
Yep.
So hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, wounding on 5s, rerolling 1s.
These guys here?
Yep, these guys, guards, into them.
All right.
So hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, wounding on 5s. So 1 at -1.
-1, so 3 up. Ooh, does he blow up? He does not. You can hand me that one, please.
All right.
Thank you, sir. I'll get it in a minute. Don't worry about it.
And then I'm gonna shoot over here. Is just gonna go into those poxwalkers from that guardsman who's not in combat yet.
Okay.
So 2 shots, hitting on 2s, wounding on its strength 4 to tough. They still have that increase to toughness.
No,
right?
it's on them, but it's toughness 4.
Okay, so 2s and 4s, no rerolls. Both hit and both wound at -1.
All right, damage.
1 apiece.
So 6s.
Well,
Take 2 die.
Okay.
I don't get feel no pains on them.
Oh. Alrighty. And that's everything. So on to charges. So first things first, the one that I really want, these Terminators are going to charge those Plague Marines.
All right.
So I need a 9. That's not going to do it. I'm going to reroll that.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get that back? I do.
Yep. Oh,
Just barely. Alright.
that can hurt.
Yep. And then I'm going to charge right here.
Okay. Easy.
That's going to make it. So they're just going to be in.
All right.
I'm going to charge these guys into your Poxwalkers.
All right.
A 10 is going to make it. All right. And then I'm going to charge that guardsman into Mortarian.
He's in, dude.
Yeah. All right. And that's all my charges
All right.
on the fighting. So first I'll fight with my... Well, let's see. You could interrupt. How many wounds? Mortarian still has 8 wounds.
Yeah, so here's how. So guys watching this who are curious how this is going to work, all these charging units have to fight first. So this unit fights first, this unit fights first, and this guy fights first. Everything else then it alternates. So what I can still alternate is where I'll fight is I can fight there, or I can fight with that guy into Trajan if he survives that battle. And I can also go here into this guy because they were already in combat. Now I can, after he originally fights, I can spend my 2 CP and I can interrupt any one of these things. After his charging unit fights first, I can then spend 2 CP and interrupt one of those charge fight first. Actually, I take that back. You have fight first. So technically, guys, my interruption, I can fight any one of these things because he fights first everywhere right now on the board. So my interruption is going to have to be very strategic because he fights. So everything I just said would be normal, except the fact that he fights first. So he's going to fight Trajan first here. He's also going to fight first here. And he's also going to fight first here. So my interruption has to be pretty strategic.
I'm going to first fight these guardsmen into... Actually, no. These guys are going to fight into the Poxwalkers first. And I am going to use Deckrai, so because they have that -1 attack, it'll take them back up to 3 attacks apiece.
Okay.
So I will get...
Well, I didn't get the -1 off because
Oh.
I didn't roll high enough. I only rolled a 6.
Oh,
so
okay.
they're just -1 strength.
So I will get 4 attacks apiece then, plus their Misery Concordias. So first I will roll the 4 attacks apiece. So that is 20 attacks with them. So 12.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Eric's got the dice ready.
So my Sagittarium are going into the Poxwalkers because they just have all of Misery Concordias, and I'm using Deckrai for +1 attack. Although it's already 1 damage, I'm going to have 25 attacks. Hitting on 2s, it's going to be strength 5, so wounding on 3s. I don't have any rerolls. So, miss, and a miss. And then I need 3s. So that's a lot of 1s and 2s.
There's a lot of 1s and 2s, man.
So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh, please.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. What's the damage?
It's 1 damage piece at -2. So.
All right, so I just see 6. It's just feeling no pains. I'm only rolling feeling pains. I took all of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. See how many guys I left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that will wipe the squad. These guys are dead.
All right. And then, are you going to interrupt me?
Yeah, I am, I think. I spent my last 2 CP. But the question is, do I want to interrupt there? Or do I want to interrupt here? I honestly don't think that either one of these guys, either combined, can kill Mortarian. But I'm going to interrupt here anyway.
Okay.
So Mortarian's going to go into your Blade Guard.
I'm going to transhuman.
Okay.
So that's going to cost me 1 CP. So 3. Do I get it back for Trajan? I don't.
Alright, so we have 6 attacks hitting on 3s. Or, I'm sorry, 2s. Rerolling the 1s for Mortarian. And they all hit. And then he's wounding on 2s, rerolling the 1s. Oh, 4s, that's right. Rerolling the 1s because Plague Weapons. And 1 Plague Weapon. So we have 4 at -4.
4 at -4, so 4 4-ups. And then, well, you do. That's more than enough to kill him.
Yeah, D3 plus 3. Okay. And that's it. So that was a productive interrupt. So now, dude, just go do what you got to do, man. Because I can't do anything else.
So
I'm about to watch guys just get off the board.
So I'm going to first start over here. He's going to strike into the 6 attacks.
Guys, a hulking physique, +1 attack, +1 wound characteristic, and he can only be wounded on 4s.
All right, so I'm going to hit you on 2s, wound you on 4s then. Hit on all hit. And then 4s. So this one's cocked. That is 4 at -2.
4 at -2, so it's going to be on his invul, which is 4-ups. And he'll take 2 of them, damage.
It's 2 piece down the 1.
Down to 1, so he's got 3 left.
And then the Misery Concordia, hitting on 2s, hits, and then wounding on
4s.
Yep. Well, no.
Yeah,
5s, because it's...
Oh, okay.
So nothing there. On to Trajan's gonna fight into him. So Trajan has 6 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on...
Well, let's go technically in order.
Yeah.
So have these guys fight.
They're fighting first. And they're gonna use Decry, so each of them will get an extra attack, and then the Misery Concordias I'll roll afterwards. So hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, wounding on 5s. Wounding on 4s because strength 6. And then rerolling 1s because I'm next to Trajan.
Well, yeah, and he's X1. He's +1 toughness.
Oh.
Or plus, yeah, so he's at 6 as well.
So 4s. So all hit, and then the wound roll. So that's 1, 2, 3 at -1.
3 at -1?
Yeah.
So 3s. That would take 1, and that would be enough to kill him.
Alright, and then that guardsman over there is going to use Decry. So 4 attacks, hitting on 2s, and then wounding on 6s. Well, no, wounding on 5s. No rerolls. So all hit, and then wounds. So that is 2.
AP.
3.
So 4s. Same in both.
Alright, then his Misery... No, he doesn't have that. Never mind.
All right. So I will fight back with the Lord Contagion. And I see he had 5 attacks last time.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, but 6s will do. Actually, he'll be wounding on 4s. Or, I'm sorry, 2s, because you're in contagion range. He's toughness 5.
Toughness 6.
Okay, I'm sorry. So 3s. What are you on about?
Just nothing. Don't worry about it.
So 3s. I'm sorry. It'll be 3s, and 6s will do mortars. So we're gonna have 5 of them plus 1 mortal wound.
Plus 1 mortal wound. So I'll roll saves, and then he has the 5 up. Feel no pain.
That's 3 damage each.
So he takes a total of 10 damage, and then I have my 5 up. So 3, 8, 10. And I have, so I'll roll this and check how many wounds he has. So I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe that's enough to kill him. Is it enough? Yep. 8 wounds exactly.
Okay, so at the end of your turn, you scored.
Yep, so I'll get, if you control, so I do not get extended battle lines because I no longer control the one in my own objective. I will get storm hostile objective because I took that one from
This
you.
one, yep.
And then I don't get bring it down yet.
Okay, so you got 5 points there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just, so remember you got 5, so I'm going to draw my card. Do you want to discard any of those?
I'm going to discard,
I
think extended battle lines and bring it down, I think, at this point.
Because bring it down is, I mean, you get it's such a tease right now, dude, because Mortarian's got 8 wounds. All right, so I'm going to grab Defend the Stronghold. I'm going to grab No Retreat, No Surrender, which means I cannot walk off an objective. I can't film around. I can't fall back. This Defend Stronghold is, this secondary is achieved at the end of your opponent's turn or at the end of the battle round or the end of the battle if you control an objective marker in your own deployment zone. So that I got to hold this for a full turn. And then Assassination, which would have been helpful a couple turns ago. But I'll hold on to him, and I'll get 1 CP, and then the Tallyman does give me another CP, so I'm going to go up to 2. And we will be back after my movement phase. All right, guys, after my movement phase, so here's what we did. We moved my Plague Marines up. I think I'm going to try to combine him in combat, trying to just keep him off this objective. I did hit Putrescence and Vitality on him, so they're going to be Strength 4, Toughness 5. We tried to smite and Curse of the Leper. This guy, believe it or not, he lived. He's got 1 wound left. Moved my Blight Lords over here. I think I'm going to get a charge off here. My thought is to try to get a charge off there. Drop the Malignant Plaguecaster back. Move the tank up a little bit. Brought these Potswalkers here to cover this objective because I walked off of that one, so I'm not going to score that point. But I walked off of this objective.
Still have someone on it.
Yeah, but if I leave, are you with the units? I walk off it, and I moved off. This guy over to take Trajan. So that's where we are. So we are going to start shooting, and Mortarian's going to shoot his pistol into that one guy. Hits on a 2. Hits, wounds on a 2. And it is not a plague weapon. So annoying that this guy's living. All right, so I'm gonna actually spend to re-roll that. So now it's a wound.
4 up. I'm gonna re-roll that.
All right.
No.
3 dice.
Do I get that back? I do not get that back. All right. He's dead.
There you go. That took way too much stuff to kill that guy. All right, so bolters. You know, I'm going to put everything I have here into that unit there. Everything from my here into there. And I'm going to spend 1 CP and do Disgusting Force. So my mortars are going to be Strength 3 instead of Strength 2. I'm sorry, 2 wounds.
Okay, I'm going to
transhuman.
Yep, transhuman them.
So number of
shots. Cost me 2. I have no CP left.
Number of shots.
Oh wait.
For 4. Good, you can roll it.
Yeah, I do get 1.
Get 1 back. So hitting on 3s because I'm no longer blocked, And so that's going to be, and then strength is 8 to toughness 5.
Yep.
Although we are in the 3rd battle round, so you will be down to 4. I hit on 3 of them. And so you're going to be on, I'm going to be on 2s. So that's 2, I'm sorry, that's 3 at -2.
3 at -2, 4 up. I take 2.
That's 3 damage each.
Get rid of 1.
All right, and then the heavy bolters. So that's 3. That's going to be 5 to 5, or 5 to 4. So 2 at -1. I'm sorry.
So 3 ups. Saved.
All right, and then entropy cannons. Both hit. 2s. Both wound. -4.
I save 1.
D3 plus 3. So how many wounds are they?
4. So
yeah.
Up.
All right. All their shots into them as well. So we got 2, 4, 6. He has a flail. All right, so 1 more. Hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s. So just 2 at no minus.
So 2s. Saved.
All right. All these guys into them. Two, 3, 4. So misses on these 2s. And then strength is 4 to 4 now. So we just have 4. No AP.
4 2 ups.
You know what? Hold on. I had 2. Never mind. Go ahead.
So I take 1.
All right. Charges.
All right.
So we're going to first. Oops. We're going to first try to make a charge in with Mortarian.
All right. I'm going to Overwatch.
Can't Overwatch Mortarian. So that's part of the Gloaming Bloat. So that's a 10. Yeah, it's part of the Gloaming Bloat trait. So he needs a 10. And he does not get it. And do I want to spend 1 CP and re-roll that? Let's try it. So my last CP. Oh, short. All right. Drone. He's in. The Terminators.
Overwatch.
Okay. You can Overwatch that one for sure.
Yep.
So there went a 7. And then the Podswalkers just in case. And they get a 7 as well. I don't know if that's going to do it. We'll have you do your Overwatch first, though.
So first the volleys hitting on 6s. 2. And then wounding on 5s. Or what's their toughness?
5.
So 4s then. Nothing. Then the volley, or the beam. So that's 5 shots hitting on 6. Nothing.
All right. So I'm going to move all this. Be right back. All right, guys. So after I move everything, my Podswalkers did not make it in. I did, however, want to charge here, and Eric reminded me of that, so we did that. So I'm going to fight Trajan first. So I need 12 dice. Hitting on 3s. And that was pretty good. They all hit. So we're wounding on strength 8. No, toughness. Yeah, it's 8 to.
He's 5.
No, it's 7. It's 3s. It's 3s. Rerolling 1s. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, -2 is the Trajan.
9 -2, so 9 4-ups. So I save 1, 2, and that's not going to be enough. How much damage is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? So 3 plus another 3. He has a 5-up. Feel no pain.
All right, let's save him.
So I take a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. That's enough. Trajan is gone.
Trajan is gone, and I am not going to pile in there. Give you free shots on my drone. So we will go to these guys here, and we'll just pile in a little bit more. I just want to get enough on there that I might be able to steal that and stop you from getting it. All right, guys. So hitting on 3s. No rerolls because I'm not close enough to Mortarian, or is it 12? All right, so these are misses. So strength 5, -1 from the contagion, so we're on 3s. So we have 6 at -3.
6 at -3, so 4-ups.
Saved them all.
No, I take 1. So that'll get rid of that one guy.
All right, so that just makes that contested unless you kill me. So we're gonna pile in here is my last fight. So let's consolidate my 3 inches. And this guy will deflail. The guy. Well, he's not needed. The guy that I need to be in there is not. So we have let's see, 2, 3 for the champion. 2 for the other guys. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on strength 4, toughness 4 now.
Yep, 4s.
And plague weapon. So just 2. Or 3, I'm sorry, at -1.
You get -1, so 3-ups. I take 1.
All right. This may not have been the best move to do. You know what? I forgot to add 1. That's okay, though.
Okay.
And your turn, sir.
All right. First, I will fight over here, so I'm going to use Deckeri. So
that's in here?
Yep. So I get +1 attack for each of them. So I have 3 guys with 5 attacks, and then I'm going to roll their Miser Concordias afterwards.
Okay.
So 15 attack, hitting on 2, and then strength. I still have that -1, so I'll be wounding on 3s because it's going to be strength, because you -1 on my strength, right?
Yes.
So strength 7.
And I +1 on my toughness.
Yeah, still 3s, but
yeah,
2s
okay.
here. Missed 1. And then 3s. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If you want to just roll mine.
Yeah. AP?
AP2.
AP2, so it's going to be 5s.
Or don't you worsen AP by 1?
No, only on range.
Oh.
So we're going to take, what's the damage on it?
That's 2, down to 1.
So 1 guy dead, 2 guys dead, 3 guys dead. So 1, 2, 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then 1 guy has on the wound.
And then my Miser Concordias for each guy. Hitting on 2s and wounding on 5s. All hit. And then 5s. So nothing from there.
Nothing. All right.
All right, then.
I'm going to consolidate in these guys.
Okay. Over here?
Yep.
So they get 4 attacks apiece with Deckeri, so I'll have 12 attacks. And then I'll roll the Miser Concordia afterwards. Now 4 apiece is 16, because there's 4 of them still.
Right.
So 1 more. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at -2.
6 at -2?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so 4 ups. So I'll take 2 damage.
1 apiece.
Alright, so 1 guy's down to 1.
Then the Misericordias. Or wait, no, that was included in it. No.
Actually, 1 guy will die because
Yeah, no.
I already had 1 dead.
Alright. So that's it, all my fights then?
It's all your fights.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end, I did not get assassination. Oh, I did get assassination. I did defend the stronghold. I did not get no retreat, no surrender because I moved off of this objective here. So I got 10 points for that. And you're going to be holding 1 here.
And we're matching because you got that one and that one.
Yeah, and you're holding this one too.
Yep.
So you got 2. So you got yep. So 5 points for that. You want to draw your cards?
All right. So secure no man's land.
Okay.
If you have controlled 2 or more objectives, got that right now. Just give me a stay there, and then overwhelming firepower. Not the greatest, but I want to save my CP, so I'm not gonna take that away.
Okay, and then so yeah, you go up a CP, and we will be back after the score. Get in here.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's go over Eric's thing you
So
picked.
Capitrus is my next kata. I'm gonna start off in stance 1, so he cannot reroll the hit roll against any of my units. And I just moved these guys a bit closer, and I moved my assassin out.
Okay.
So now we're going on the shooting. So first things first, I'm going to shoot at the Lord Disconcordant.
Lord Contagion.
Oh, Lord Contagion with my assassin.
I've been calling him Lord Discord all the time.
So, hits on 3s, because I moved.
Yep.
I'm going to re-roll that.
Yep.
So, it hits, and then wounding on 2, it wounds.
Okay. No
No invuln.
No invult. It's
-3.
-3, so it's gonna be he's a Terminator, so it's 2 -1 because armor contempt, so it's gonna be 4 up. Good.
Okay. Moving on, I'm going to shoot their pistols into that blood drone right in front of them.
Okay.
So 4 shots, hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s. All hit. And 3 wounds at -1.
So it's gonna be 3 up. So take 1 damage. I'm assuming it's 1.
2, but goes
Yeah.
down to 1.
There we go.
All right, and then that's all my shooting. So on to charges.
All right.
So I'm going to charge over here.
Yep. There. Right.
Yeah, 4 will make it.
Pretty easily.
Yep. And that's all my charges.
All right.
On to fighting. So first, I will fight over there.
But you have control of everything because I don't have any CP to interrupt you.
So I have my charge to fight with. So first, I'll fight with their swords. Then I'll do the 2 Misconcordias. So hitting on 2s, it's strength 6. Well, strength 5 because he minus my toughness. So I'm going to be wounding on 5s.
I minus your toughness, not the strength.
Oh, you don't? Okay. So then, well, you go up in toughness. You're toughness 7, right?
Yeah.
So still 5s.
I got you.
Nothing.
All right.
Okay. Then I will fight with my 4 Sagittarian guards.
Guys,
so,
if you're tuning in late, his entire army can fight first. These guys are already in combat, so I cannot. He's got priority on that.
So first the Sagittarian over there, 4 attacks, 3, then the +1 for the Misconcordias, hitting on 2s and then wounding on 5s.
All right.
So that's 1, 2, 3 at -2.
3 at -2?
Yep.
All right, so it's going to be force. So damage?
1 apiece.
All right, it's going to take 1 guy down to 1.
Then fighting over here. So I have 12 hits with the axes and then 3 hits with the Misericordias. So first I'll do the axes, hitting on 2s and wounding on 3s.
So they are...
Strength 7 on the attacks.
Yep.
Which is why, because they got the axes.
Sweet.
And then 3s. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at -2.
8 at -2, so that's going to be 5s. And damage?
2.
A lot.
Down to 1.
That's enough to kill the squad.
And then I will consolidate there. So 3 inches will just take me right there.
Just enough to keep them off of the objective.
Okay.
All right, so we'll swing back here. Hitting on 3s. And then wounding on...
You move me to toughness 4?
Yep. So moving on 3s. Rerolling these because they're plague weapons. Yeah, so we have 7 at -3.
7 at -3, so 4 up. So I took 4 because I moved that.
Yeah.
Man, 2 damage piece, right?
Yep. No, 1 damage each.
Oh, so
That was right here. That was right here.
That was here?
Yeah.
So 4 will kill 1, and 1 will have 2 wounds.
I will go into that. I actually forgot about that, to be quite honest with you.
Good.
I forgot about fighting the drone.
Yeah, you might want to do that.
All right, so 1s and 2s are banned. And then strength, you're down to 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at 8, so it's 2s. I mean, before mana, I hit on all of them. Yeah. 5, 7 of them.
4 ups. I take 2 damage.
Right, 2 damage each.
It'll kill 1.
All right. All right, so what did you score, sir?
I did not score this. I did not score this, and I did not score
So
this.
you didn't score secure no man's land?
Nope, because I need both of those, and we are 3 to 3. Oh wait, I count as 2, so
You
I
got
did
2,
score
yeah,
that.
you did score that.
So I got 5 for secure no man's land.
Okay. And then I'm gonna I'll draw my cards, and I'll get Casual Enemy Outpost, which I have already, which is good. No prisoners, which I can't get anymore, and then Storm Hostile Objective, which I think is also good. So Tallyman, he does not get it, so I will go back up to 1 CP, and all right, we'll be back after my movement phase. Yeah, I see that happening as well. But all right, guys, as I come back, I just moved Mortarian in here, hopefully to pick up that unit. That's going to stay in combat. Just moved everything around, trying to stop this from getting my objective. By the way, I actually had no retreat, no surrender still as a card. So I couldn't remember which one I picked last. So we just blindfolded Eric, and he picked one. So I put no prisoners back. That was the one he picked. So here's, and I did not get one for the Tallyman. So I know you saw a score right now. It looks like that the game's pretty much in hand for me. We're going to probably play out the next turn and a half and see what happens. And then we'll go from there. All right, so we're going to start with Mortarian. He's going to put his lantern into those guys. And he rerolls once for himself. And Mortarian, come on, man. Everything this guy has is going to go into these guys here. So, mortars. That's 3. Hits on 2 of those. And strength 8, toughness 5, right? Mm-hmm. So 3s. And -2.
So 4 ups. I take 1, which is just going to kill this guy.
2 damage. Entropy cannons. Both hit. Both wound. -4.
-4, so 2 ups. Saved.
Oh.
Oh,
Minus,
4 ups.
I was going to say.
I rolled 2 4s though.
I know you did. I saw it. Heavy stubber. And then we need 4s. And everybody was confused, man. Everybody's just 1 at -1.
Saved.
All right.
Terminators?
They fell back.
Oh, yeah.
Charging. I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm going to charge here. And I'm going to charge Mortarian. So first charge. 7. Want to measure that? Let's see if I can get it.
7 will be able to make it.
All right. So we're just going to put them like that and cover that objective and touch them. Mortarian can't really fail this. And he's in. We're just going to stay here and go into the fight phase. Mortarian's got 6 attacks. Hitting on 2s. This is going to happen right there. All hits. Rerolls 1 for himself. What's that?
2s?
Yeah. Got to be in the box. And it is a plague weapon. So we have 6 of them at -4.
All right, let's see.
Close.
I think that's going to be enough to get rid of him.
All right, and then 4 attacks from the Plague Burst Crawler. I think he's got 4. And he only hits on 1. Oh, no. And he wounds, actually.
He wounds?
Yeah. There's no minus, dude. It's
2?
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that. Just 1 damage.
He's got 3 left.
Your fight, sir. Over
Okay.
there.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to start. So, 3 attacks. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s. All hits, and then 5s. So 1 at -3.
Takes him.
And then the Misericordia, so hitting on 2. This one is 5s again. Nothing.
I mark him down to 4.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s. I mean, it doesn't help if you roll a lot of 1s. And then wounding on... you're 5, right?
I'm 5, down to 4.
Down to 4, so it's going to still be 3s, because I think it only goes up to 7. I think it only goes up 1. It is a plague weapon. So 3 at -2.
3 at -2, 3 4-ups. Let's see, can I live?
No, 2 damage each.
Dang it.
All right, so at the end of... Well, you get to fight right here.
Yep. So they have -1 attack, so 3 attacks apiece to begin with. And then I'll roll them as Concordies afterwards.
Yep.
So hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s.
Yep.
So 1 at -2.
Takes it.
And then the 2 Misericordias.
What's the damage?
We'll hit 1. It's 1 with
So
your
it's done.
damage reduction.
11.
Then 4s for the 6s for these actually. 1 -2.
Nope.
Just point of damage.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so at the end of my turn, I will hold 1. Actually, I'll take... so no retreat, no surrender. I did not walk off an objective, but I did fell back, so I don't get that. I did capture the enemy outpost, which is right there. And storm hostile objectives, which is right here. So I'm going to score 10 points on that. Eric, you're holding
None.
0. So we'll be back after Eric's movement phase. Let's do his cards real quick.
I gave away overwhelming firepower, so now I have behind enemy lines, which is actually kind of nice.
Which you have already.
Yeah. And then I'm going to move to my second stance, so I don't really like this, but he has to roll the fallback now.
Gotcha. Now we will move to his second turn, or his movement.
And then I am going to actually fall back here.
Okay.
So just...
So we actually came back early, guys. He used a command point to break the units up into 2 separate units, which will score him behind enemy lines, which is actually a pretty good move. And he fell back to take that objective from me, because are they OBSEC?
No, but they're 2 models.
Okay, so I actually have 2 models on it. I have this guy here, unless you kill one of them.
But I fell back, so I can't do that.
You can.
So he would have moved 6, which would have gotten him.
Yeah, he would have got on
There.
Now he took that objective from me, which is nice.
And then my last shooting, so I'm gonna shoot over here.
Trying to pick that guy off.
Just trying to get rid of him. So hitting on 2s and then wounding on 2s. Wow, no.
No,
I have no CP, so...
So guys, here's a question that comes up, and I just want to make sure that everybody knows this. So in the Vindicator's rules, he says he always hits infantry on 2s. My hulking physique says he can only be wounded on a 4. However, this, because it's normally he's the player's turn it is, does get the overrule that hulking physique. So the Vindicator will always hit on 2s.
And always wound on 2s.
And always wound on them too. But yeah, I'm sorry, always wound on 2s. And he overrides transhuman. He overrides anything that has to do with that, because it's usually when you have 2 rules that counteract each other, it goes to the players whose turn it is. So that's how he'll always hit on 2s, just in case some guys were like, hey, he's hitting the Lord Discordant. I'm sorry, Lord Contagion on wounding. All wounding. I'm sorry, it's all wounding on 2s. So, all right, sir.
And that's my turn.
All right. So, what'd you get? 5 points?
Yeah, I got 5 points for behind enemy lines.
5 points behind enemy lines?
Yep, and I'm going to discard Secure No Man's Land and Storm Hostile Objective.
All right, guys, we will be back after the score. All right, guys, so you saw the score right now, and we're just going to call this one because he's only got 3 miles left on the board, and it's going to be tough to stop me from doing anything that I pull. I didn't even pull my cards yet. So right now, as it sits, this is only part 1 of this battle. This is just a Death Guard coming out to do to kind of distract out in this planet or this city. Next, I would say probably in the middle of next week, maybe the end of next week, you'll see part 2 of this video, or part 2 of this battle, where we're going to do a kill team. Me and Eric are going to go Custodes versus Death Guard. And dude, how'd you like Tempest of War, man? Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was fun. It was interesting trying to adapt to all your secondaries, seeing what you get.
Have you ever played Tempest of War before?
I think I've played once, but it was a very quick game.
Gotcha. So. Yeah, dude. And Custodes, we know Custodes and Death Guard matches up pretty well with them because of the reduced damage. And so yeah. So Eric, I'm glad you came. Thank you very much. And we will see you guys next week. And as always, God bless and peace out.